welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So we're going to carry on with another quick make throughout August today. Now this was my last one that I did, and I wanted to actually add to the back and maybe this page and sort of this page, because I want to sort of like work in this journal that I'm using, so we can do this and see how much we can get done throughout August. It's not going to be every day, but I'm going to be sort of like coming backwards and forwards and working in this while I'm not busy. It's just 5 minutes so I can get my crafty fix. Now, if you saw my journal say unboxing the other day, I got some, where are they? Some little embossing folders, which are these, and they are just fabulous. So I gave them a little go. It was a little bit hard. I was going to show you how I did it, but I did it with my manual Vivor die cutting machine, but it was still a bit hard because my ribs are still a bit sore. But I do have an electric one, which I haven't used for a very, very long time, and I might get that out at some point and show you, because it's a little bit easier. But these are just beautiful. So that's this one. I'm hoping you can see that. So that's sort of like this one on here. If I cut it in the light like that, it's lovely. So I've got 4. So that one, and then I've got this one, which was the lacy one, which you can sort of like just about see. Probably a little bit better on the back because that's white, but I did it on some of my papers and I just think they're really, really lovely. I just did some scraps, so I've just sort of like got little bits of scrap paper just to test it out. This one you can't really see, it's a bit too much, but I suppose you could probably ink over the top of that and just catch the sort of like little embossed pieces. But I was just trying it out and I love it. I think it's lovely. So what I did, I prefer it actually, let me just show you. I prefer it on the plainer pieces because I think they just look really nice, and I think this one's probably my favourite. I really, really like that, and I think that would look really nice on, you know, greeting cards and things like that. So I was just testing it out. So that's the embossing one. So I bought 4. I link the video underneath that so you can see. But what I did, I thought it'd be quite nice. This is the text, the script one, and I just cut a piece out so it gives it a little bit of texture on that envelope, which is lovely. I don't know whether it's quite bright in here. I have got my blinds down, but it's very, very bright. Got the sunshine coming in today, which is lovely this morning. So that's on there, so I thought I'd stick that on there and maybe pop something in here. I'm not quite sure. I've got my little bits of my, you know, cards and things in here. I might use these today, but this needs sorting out because it's got all my cats and my animals in there, all sorts of bits and pieces, which at the moment I've just sort of like shoved them all in, but that needs tidying up. So I was going to use some of those maybe to pop in the envelope, but I do have my little scrap paper here as well, which I wanted something to go cover this little piece up here, but I'm not quite sure. That's not going to work. That's not big enough. That's not big enough. I don't really want wood in there. What's this? This is going to fit. That's going to fit. Oh look, I think that's going to fit. Let's go this way. Oh, look at that. Does that fit? Yeah, just to cover that bit up. Oh my god, that fits perfectly. Oh, how lovely. And then that can go on top. And then what I'll do, that goes in there like that. I don't think, will it go in this way? Because I think that's the right way up. That will go in this way. Because I would like this bit along there. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these out a minute. I'm just going to draw around that, and then I can cut that out. Now I need a pencil. Here we go. So guys, how are you? How was your weekend? We went shopping yesterday. My daughter's husband, my son-in-law, we took him to the airport because he flies home because he's got a garage, so he's got to work. So he flies home. He flew home yesterday. And so what we did on the way back from the airport, we've got a nice, beautiful, big shopping mall. So we went and had a little, you know, moosey through there. Did a little bit of shopping, which was really nice. So that was our day yesterday, and I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm so tired today. Lots of walking. So yeah, it was really, really lovely to go out. So he's gone back for the next 2 weeks, and Emmy and the girls are here. So I thought they've just gone down to the pool. So I thought I'm just going to finish a little bit of housework and do. That didn't quite work, did it? Did that work? And just do a quick video. Oh, shall I ink that and stick that on? That looks quite nice, doesn't it? I'm going to ink the back of this actually. So yeah, they've gone down. So, and then I'm going to get a quick video done, and then I will go down. I've just watered the garden because it's so warm here at the moment. Well, it's not really compared to lots of places. It's absolutely just sort of perfect. So we're really, really lucky, because a lot of places, my daughter said Spain, or my son-in-law said when he got back home, it's so hot, so much hotter than here. We're lucky because we just have lovely weather, just sort of bearable. It does get a bit stuffy inside if you don't have the aircon on, but apart from that, it's really nice. So yes, that's it. We didn't do a huge amount. That looks quite nice, guys, doesn't it? That's good. So what I'm going to do is some glue. Let's glue on this first. So yeah, these are just little quick makes. This isn't really a make. Well, it is a make, but I'm just sort of, I'll do something on this side, but I just wanted to finish this bit out. Finish this little envelope up first. Let's put the lid on. Now pop that in. I do like envelopes in journals. I do like little interactive-y bits. Oh, is that going to come back up again? I don't think I stuck that very well. There we go. I've got a little bit of wiggle room on that. Let's stick that down. There we go. This is, look, I got white on the back, guys. I'm not good with white on the back. Let's pop you a little bit further so we can't see the back of it. There we go. There we go. That's it. So we'll leave that. I'm not going to bend that over. I'm going to leave that as is. And I'm going to put that on there. I love that. I used to do this before, have an embossing, but I'd only had a few. I didn't have very many, and these are lovely. So I might order some more bits off Journal Say like this. Have a little collection, because they give you a lovely bit of texture in your journals, don't they? And I think I'll give it a go, but you don't have to have a die cutting machine to do it. You can use a sort of like a little, if you wet your paper and pop it into your little embossing folder. I don't mean wet it, I mean just sort of spritz it, just sort of like damp it down, and then pop it into here and then go over it with a rolling pin or something, or a glass bottle, whatever you've got, and roll over it. You'll get the indentations on the damp paper and then let it dry. So I'll give that a go as well. I'll show you. Not today, but in another video. But that looks good. I'm going to go down. I think it's quite bright in here. Just slightly better. We shall see. I don't know. It all looks different when I look in the camera to see what it's like. Love that. So then we can put something in there at some point. But I just wanted to finish that off. Now this is a page that I sort of added in. I stuck this piece down, so we've got like an extra flap. So this isn't actually a full page. But what I would like to do, I've got these on here, not quite sure where they came from, not sure, but they fit lovely. And I was going to do that as like a little sort of envelope, not an envelope, a pocket. Now I did say in my last video that I did order a little notch punch, but it hasn't come yet. I'm hoping it will come today, so it will be quite nice in there. I think I'm going to have to use another one. I'm going to go for my little one like this. I'm going to do both. So I want this one this side. So if I do that, so they're in the same place. Doesn't have to be exact, but you can just make a few little bits in there. Where's my ink gone? I put it back. Yeah, I just want to sort of finish off some journals, some pages in these, little makes in here, little page layouts and things. Because I'm sure we've all got journals that we've got missing pages. We need a little bit of something on a page or something to go in a journal. So I thought I could just, do this throughout August. A little make, nothing too major, just because we all need time, don't we? We've only got a certain amount of time that maybe we can craft. So just popping in to do a little bit is quite nice. So let's just ink around here. Perfect. We do have, if we've got time, well, my daughter's here, I think we've got like a little art shop. It's another small little sort of shopping place. It's not a shopping mall, it's got a sort of like a little place with lots of sort of little shops in. And they got a really nice art shop. I have mentioned it before. And they've got another sort of, it's like a kitchen shop, but it's sort of like, it's got so much stuff in it. One of those shops that seems to sell everything in there, which is lovely. So, which I might go down there. It's probably about it's only about half an hour away, so it's not too bad. Right, what was I thinking? I was going to put that on there and this on here, but what I wanted to do was add a piece that comes out. So I'm going to just chop that around there. So we're not really doing much measuring, we're just sort of eyeballing it a little bit. Got my computer on my desk, so I'm really lacking in space again. I always am. I'm always complaining about I don't have enough room. Oh, what's on the back? Oh, that's okay. And I've got a little white bit. Let's get rid of that little white bit, shall we? Let's take the little end bit off. There we go. That can go in there. So what I would like to do, I was going to stick this on. Don't know whether this is going to work. I was going to stick that on the on there. So what I really need to do, let's get my little scoreboard out of my little drawer. Just have to go on this way. Find it really difficult doing it the other way round. You know what I mean? Using it that way. What's this one? This one will do. So if I probably need that much. What's that? That's nearly 3/4 of an inch on there. I don't use this one, I've said that before, because this one has actually gone quite blunt on there, so it's gone quite fat, so you don't get a very good score on it anymore. So that's why I'm just using my little ball tool. So my idea, this was going to go on the edge of this page like that. That was going to sort of cover it up. And that can come off for a minute. Going to just, doesn't have to be folded perfect, but I'm going to that like that. Put that like that, so it comes over just a little bit. Just wanted a pulley out bit. There we go. I don't know whether this is work or not. Let me take... Look, I've shoved so much stuff in here. I've even got a nail file in there now. My poor little jar is bursting at its seams. Let's just put that down. Okay. That goes like that. This one, and then this one I wanted a little pocket underneath. So we've still got a pocket, a little hidden pocket in there. So that can go over. Just so it's sort of layered up like that. And then this can open up. This can be like a little writing thingamajig. It'll make sense when I've done it, I'm sure. I hope. But I'm going to get my little punch. My lovely little punch there. So I'm going to do the corners just to give it a little bit of decoration. Gosh, guys, can you hear that airplane out there? Sounds like it's going to land in the garden. Let's just do that, and then on this one in here, like that. We like a nice little decorated edge, and then when that comes out it looks lovely. Or it will come out sort of almost like that, so that's a little writing space on there. I suppose you could probably put little pockets or something in there as well, couldn't you? Should I do this? Should we do this one? Oh, not that one, this one. There we go. Perfect. Where's my, what do I do with my ink now? Oh, it's hiding over there. Let's just a little ink up. Like that. So do you guys get much crafting done over the summer, or do you sort of like to, you know, spend the time doing other things? Sometimes it gets a little bit too hot, doesn't it, to be in your craft room or a craft space. I know everyone's not lucky enough to have a craft room. I'm quite lucky to have my craft room. But wherever you craft, have you got a nice big fan if it gets hot? I've got the aircon, but I've got the window open, and it's, although I could hear that great big plane going past just now, it's quite nice today. Got a nice little cool breeze. Right, that should do. I like that. Let's get back to this. So I'm going to put this on first. So we're just going to glue this little bit so it goes in there, and then we can sort of, I could have had a bigger bit of there on here really, but that's okay. I want it just that little bit higher, so I might put a little pocket on this bit. I've got two little holes there, but you know, I don't want to waste the whole page with it. Let's take this, let's just glue this on. Got a bit lower. About there. Just enough. We need to be able to do it. I think it's this one that goes in here. Like that. Lovely. And then this will come out. And then we've got a little hidden pocket in there. Oh, I like that. So this, I'm going to stick down. This can go on like that, just around the edges. glue. Stick that, let's start from here, so make sure we're in the right place. It's about level, isn't it? I think looks pretty level. And there we go. Okay, that opens up. I don't think it has to be spot on with this, does it? With this, so oh look, it goes to that little red line. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I can glue it like that, and then this will look like it's sort of in the middle. Okay. Do we need it that close? Should we bring it back a little bit so we can put stuff in? I'm going to just bring that back just a little bit more than the other one, I think. This will stay sort of quite flat in your page as well. Oops. Wiggle, wiggle. Oops, let's do that. There. Does that look good? That looks good, doesn't it? It's a good, really good way to use up, you know, little bits of leftovers. Like I said before, all your little scrap papers and all the little bits that you've had left over from other journals that you've been making, and we all tend to have lots of odds and ends, don't we, that we can use. I did bring out, look, I've got my nice big bowl here as well with all my little bits of fabric, so I might add just a little bit of lacy bits onto these as well. Okay, I like that. I do like that. Oops. Oops, have I got it stuck on there? Oh God, don't, because I've got glue on there. Why did that stick? That's better. That's better. That's lovely. I like that. I do like that. Now this side, I was thinking, so we've got these. I've got these little ladies. Oh, there's a little picture frame. Oh, there's this one. She's at the beach. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? I don't really want to put her in there. She might look quite nice on there, or... Oh, look, she can fit in there, look. Pop out. I'll do the corners, I think. But she can pop out there. That looks really nice. Do I have... Oh, look, we've got another beachy one here. Oh, we've got lots of beachy ones, haven't we? That's a nice one too. That's kind of nice, isn't it? That's a nice beachy one. Oh, I like these. Oh, I like these. They look nice and holiday, don't they? Perfect to go on here. Do you know, I think I like her on this one. Just going to put that on there with, let's have a little peek. Should we have, I really do love this paper, but I'm not quite sure. We'll have to go this way. Just a little pocket, little textured pocket, so it's going to have to be cut down to there, isn't it? Let's put all these pieces back. I did try and cut this when I was trimming around it with my Fiskars cutter, but because it's got ridges in it, it ripped it. It wasn't very good, so you need to cut them really with a guillotine, which I think is best because it gives you a nice clean cut then. And I've still got those little pieces there. Then this can go on there. I do like that. She's going to fit in there just perfect. So, do you think I can, little corner like that? make it look pretty. Let's make it look pretty. Let's do this one while we're doing that. Just gives it a nice finish. There we go. End up with little corners everywhere. These make lovely journal cards because you've got all of that to write a little thingamajig, whatever you've been up to, whatever you write in your journals. I'm not very good at writing in journals. I'm better off at making them. There we go. I just love, you know, I don't always like to make a whole journal. I prefer to do it like this, where I'm doing different things on different pages. But I must finish my Christmas journal that I was doing. Well, it's not Christmas journal, it was like a winter journal, wasn't it? I must get round to finishing that as well, because July was not a good month for me at all. But that will get finished at some point. Look at that. I think I should go over this. I'm going to test it on this piece, guys. I'm going to just, you know where you get the little embossed bits? Look at that, it's quite nice, isn't it? Probably be better if I just do that. What do you think? Can you see? You can do that with different colour inks. Looks really pretty, but I think I'm going to leave this one. And then pop a little bit of lace or something underneath. That's pretty. That's so pretty. Let's glue it down. There we go. Pop that on there. Lovely, 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 lovely. That can go in like that. Oh, nice glass of wine on a lovely veranda. How lovely. I think we're going to go for ice cream later. We do like a little bit of ice cream in the summer. Sit and people watch in a cafe somewhere, I think, and have a nice ice cream. Right, I've got a little bit here. What should we have? Should we have a little bit that goes across? Here's a little piece. Do we want a little colourful bit, or do we have it sort of just a little bit there? That's quite pretty, isn't it? I've got a little pinky piece. That's quite pretty. I quite like this one. This is that old vintagey lace. I might just sort of pop on there. Nothing too fancy. We don't want anything too fancy. Where's my glue? There we go. So this is a nice sort of simple page, but you know, quite easy to do. Just a nice little piece where you've got lots of sort of journaling space. Little pockets. Do you like a pocket? As you probably know, I like a little pocket to pop things in. Oops. Look at that, that's nice, and I think you're going to fit. Could have done that pocket just a tiny, tiny bit bigger actually, but that's okay. What else have I got in here? Let's have a little rummage. Got a little flower. Got a little flower there. What's that? Oh, that's a little bit. Have I got any ready-made bits? That's another little doodah on there. We've got a little butterfly. I have got so much stuff in this little pot, you'll be surprised what we got in here. So another little bit. Another little bit of lace. We have another flower. Oh my God, I should have sort of had a rummage through this first, shouldn't I? A little one. It's a little seam binding flower. It's a little bow. I think in here, got a little bit of this. Let's have a look. Got a little butterfly that's a bit too big. There's a little bow. There's another little piece of lace. I think that will probably do. I think that will do. Oh, what's that? It's another little flower. Little scruffy little flowers. Okay. Put that to the side. There's your butterfly. Oh, it's quite a nice little butterfly actually. Oh, I think I'm going to just pop that there. So I'm going to put this along the top. What have we got this side? I'm going to put this along here, I think. Just that little bit, and then I can add the butterfly to it. A little bit of prettiness. A little bit of glue. Pop that on. Where's my little butterfly? Oh gosh, oozy. Oozy. Let's just stick you there. Put my lid back on before it all oozes out. Okay, that's a really nice, simple page, but I think we need something here though, don't we? Little bow. Little bow. Oh, that's quite nice. You know, it's going to be too thick. Not really, is it? This is just one of these that I made from little scraps of fabric that I sewed in a big, I think I just sewed them in a big long piece and then cut them up. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure, unless I did. Looks like it was on a big long piece. Let's put a nice bit of blob. Do you know, guys, we've, not just me, but all of us seem to make lots and lots of little bits and pieces, and I can't remember when I made them. But how lovely is that? I do like that. Yeah, I could have made that just tiddly-billy bit bigger. Okay, like that side, and then we've got the pocket in there. This side just opens right up. We could probably put a little something on here, couldn't we? Now, do we need to clip that down? Do you think that would open up? I suppose we could. I don't know. This is supposed to be quite a quick video, but I get a bit waylaid sometimes. Well, I've left a little bit. I suppose we could put like a little Velcro fastener on it. That's a bit thick. I could pop a little bit of Velcro on there. Should we do that? They're in my drawer right beside me. Here we go. That's what I'm going to do. Take one of these off. I think we've got just about enough room to stick to there. There we go. Just hold that down for a minute. What should we put here? There we go. Lovely. Do we need something along here? A little bit of lace. We could do with it a little bit longer than that, couldn't we? Should I cut this in half? This could be cut in half. Oh, will that work? Oh, look at that, perfect. Just a little bit of prettiness along the bottom. Perfect. Little squodge of glue. P1, oops. Look at that. That's lovely. Very easy, very simple. Oh, do you think that's going to flip? Not really, is it? I think that will be okay. I think it will. I might like a little pocket on this as well. I like pockets. I like a pocket. Right, we've got this, which is just beautiful. But do I want to cut it up? Not really. Not really. They're too pretty to cut up, aren't they? These are. Got some little... Did want to just use these. Oh, look. What's that? Do you think we could have like a little... It's got little bits all over it. Just a little one of these. As like a little tucky pocket. And then, do you think, what did we do with those ladies that I had? Oh, here they are. Are these going to be a bit too big? I've got little ones. I've got the little ones here. That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's just put her in there. Because we've got all lots of little bits of fluff on. Then we could sort of tuck her in there. It's kind of nice. Which way round do you think this goes? I would like to have a little bit smaller, so it's sort of like that. Do you think that would hold down? I don't have my glue gun on, so not 100% sure whether this is going to stick down properly. Let's have a go. Let's just, how did I do it? Sort of like that. There we are. And then if I do the corners, she won't get stuck, hopefully. Do you think she'll get stuck if I do it like that? Do we just need to round the corners? Where's my little one? Oh my gosh, I'm gathering lots and lots of punches at the moment. I'm going to use the biggest one. So we've got round the corners. I think that will probably be a little bit better. Then we're not going to get caught in there, I'm hoping. Didn't trim very well, did it? And then she can slip in there. Maybe I'll put something on there. Okay, let's get the glue back out. So we really need to... I'm going to have to not glue these two. Okay. Don't want to glue it all down and then not be able to fit anything in it. Oh look, there's my oozy glue. Yuck. Let's put a little bit on there. My gosh. This is the reason why Andy doesn't like my glues. There. Stretch it out just a tiny bit. There we are. Pop you in there. There we go. That's perfect. I don't think that's going to flip down. I suppose I could stretch this piece, couldn't I? Yeah, maybe I'll stick that bit so it doesn't flop too much. Let's pop a little bit on here. Sort of just stretch it a little bit. There we are, that's better. Can probably fit quite a bit of stuff in there anyway, but we could do with a little something on there, That's quite pretty, isn't it? See, we don't need too much. I'm going to have a ready-made little bow. Well, not ready-made, because I obviously made that, which is the nicest side. I think that is actually, gosh. It's definitely going to stick down with the amount of glue I'm using. There we go. Okay, love it, love it. So yes, less is more, guys. That's what we have to remember. So this opens up like that. We can pop something in there, and then we've got these to journal on. Or you could have some little pockets in there as well. I'm going to leave this. I like that. I like this little bit on there, and I like that. So that's a really nice little page layout, sort of almost like a little double page layout. Not quite sure about this bit, guys. Not quite sure. Suppose you could probably make a little paper clip. I should have really evened it up when I folded it, but it's still nice. Unless we make a little paper clip, which you probably could. I don't know how much time we got left. I really don't. Let's just press that. Oh gosh, we've been a little while. I'm only supposed to be doing these for like half an hour, and I'm getting a bit waylaid. I do like to craft. We do like to stay in here. Once I'm in here, I like to be in here. What should we have? Oh, that's quite nice. We could make that into a paper clip, couldn't we? Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Then we could make a little paper clip so that doesn't come out. Let's make a quick one. Let's just do this quickly. Let's do this quickly. As we say that, now I need a piece of paper. I need a piece of this. No, I don't. I need just a thin piece. Oh, there we go. This will do. This will do. We'll go like that. So this has to go this way, doesn't it? Like that. Let's just do a little random paper clip. Okay. Let's get, I'm gonna go. I bought a pack of big paper clips, and I got a funny feeling if I put that on, I can cover that up. We can put that on the back. That's about right. That. You know, that's not going to be long enough. It's not going to be long enough. Take a section. Pop this on. That's better. Okay. Let's just snip this down a little bit. We don't want to... Okay guys, sorry, I think my camera just clicked off again. I think it's overheating actually in the weather. So, I don't know where I got to, but I've gone down to a smaller paper clip. I've made a little hole in this because I like to sort of like poke the end out like that. Make sure this is in the middle like that. Yeah, I think my camera just sort of like overheats a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this down so we are the same length, and then I'm going to just stick this on. A little bit of glue. Right to the bottom. Stick that down. Simple little one. I do have, I don't know whether you heard me say this or the camera gone off, I don't know, but I probably have lots of these little paper clips somewhere ready. I do make them and have them, but because I moved my room around, I have to get used to where things are. Not that I've done a lot of moving around, but I've just sort of like, you know, the dreadful tidy up we do. tidy up and that we can't find anything sort of state I'm in at the moment. So let's just chop that down. And look, you know what I've done? I've made this really small. This is supposed to go on top. It's not going to go on top, is it? So we're just going to have a little paper clip. I've got to get myself back into crafting, you know, because I'm forgetting everything. Let's see if we can make a funky, look at that, funky little paper clip. There we go. Well, we're not going to have a little picture on it, are we? What have I got? I don't really have anything. Maybe I'll pop a little bit of lace on there. Okay, so the idea is to do that, isn't it? So that holds it on. I'll probably go underneath that. There we go. And then I will get a little bit. That's lovely. I like that. Oh look, what's that? That's a little paper clip. That would have looked quite nice, wouldn't it? That's a bit boring. That's a bit of a boring piece. Got a little flower. Should we have a little flower? Little flower and another little pink butterfly on there. Oh look, this one's got plastic on. This is one that I put through my laminator. Maybe we just have a little flower on there. This is one of my seam binding with a little brad through there. Let's just pop that on there. Don't need anything on the other side because it goes into the pocket. You could have a little word on there. And then you can have something dingly dangling off there. You've got a little bowl pin in here. Okay guys, sorry it went off again. My camera is very, very hot at the moment. So I'm going to have to try and limit my videos to half an hour. But what I've done, I've popped a little bowl pin on there with a tiny little flower on there. Just on the little clip on there. So it looks really, really nice. I love it. So this pulls out. We've got that goes on there. The little paper clip. And our little pocket there, and then we did that. So there we go guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Alright guys, bye bye.